This is the part 1 of the story titled My Husband and the Side Chick. This is Mr. and Mrs. Ade. Mr. Ade came in and his wife, Mrs. Ade, went to welcome him. But something strange happened. He pushed his wife aside and the wife stood there looking at him surprisingly because this has not been happening. The husband has been a nice man, but all of a sudden something started changing about him. She stood there and started remembering how lovely it used to be in the past. She remembered one particular game that she used to play with her husband. They will always buy groundnut or anything like a nut and they'll keep throwing it sitting opposite each other, and they keep throwing them into one another's mouth and they'll be catching it with their mouth. This is one of the games they've been playing before their marriage and during their marriage. This is something they relax with in the morning, they relax with in the evening, all the time they play this game. But something has started happening. Changes has crept in and the game forgotten for a long time. She remembered how she used to welcome the husband each time he's coming back from work. The welcome has always been so warm and she always looked forward to that. Again, she remembered that every weekend the husband will always be playing with her hair. Even if he has nothing to do there, he doesn't know how to plait hair, but he will always be there to play with her hair. And these are the little things that has kept the love they share fresh and worth imitating. After remembering the past, she became so tired and so worried because this can only suggest one thing to her, that there is another woman out there receiving what was meant for her. Because every man was created, it is in the nature of every man to protect, to provide, and to cherish. And when your man is not giving these things to you, just know that he has diverted to another person, that someone else somewhere is receiving what you are supposed to receive. So she was worried. They say that the secret things of the Lord are for those that fear the Lord. One day she was sleeping. The Lord revealed something to her. She saw a woman and her husband coming out of their room, and the woman was pregnant at the point of delivery, and the husband was taking the woman out to the hospital for delivery. When she woke up from that dream, she became so confused. She was so worried. She was so troubled. To her, it seems she has lost her home. She picked her phone immediately to call the husband. She called the husband on phone and asked him to please come, that she has something to discuss with him. Within a short time, the husband came in and sat down. And when you look at both of them, the discussion between both of them, even the way they were seated, it showed that things are not normal between the couple. She told the husband the dream she had and asked the husband to tell her the truth if he has started seeing another woman outside their home, and the husband had to tell her the truth. He started by telling her that there is no need of hiding anything from her any longer, that he has been seeing another woman outside, that he is no more in love with her, that he has fallen in love with another woman, and to crown it all, that the woman is pregnant for him. And he's making all plans to bring the woman home as a second wife. And he told her to prepare her mind to accept her as his own second wife. After that discussion, he left, and the wife was so broken. She was shattered and broken because of the news. The wife is a peaceful woman. She thought of nothing to do. She decided not to consult anybody, but she found a way to locate the girl she saw in her dream and discuss with her. She started by introducing herself as Mrs. Ade, the wife to Mr. Ade, the man she has been seeing, and told her to please leave the husband alone for her and open her eyes to the implication of dating a married man. She went a long way to educate her, to tell her certain things, the danger involved in going out with a married man as a single girl, and went further to tell her even if the men are becoming fools by not knowing their boundary, that women at the same time can help their fellow women who are married to keep their husbands at home by rejecting their offer, by rejecting their biddings, by rejecting their advances. That it is very important because every woman must get married. You as a woman, you can get married, and whatever you've done to another woman's husband can still come back to your own husband. She spent time talking to her, but it seems that it was just like pouring water on a stone. She didn't care about all she was saying and told her to go home and take care of her husband, to go home and keep her husband and maintain her husband, that she was not the one that came to her house and pulled her husband away from her, that her husband came looking for her and she has no option than to say yes to the husband, and that she's even pregnant and ready to deliver the baby for him. Mrs. Ade looked at her and saw that she is so determined and left. Women like Mrs. Ade are rare. And one may say that they are too quiet for issues, but I tell you, there is something unique about this set of people. They have a strong God behind them that fight for them. Let's continue the story and see. few days after, Mr. Ade brought his pregnant side chick home and the wife was present on that day. He was just seated there quietly watching them and they moved indoor. She sat there looking at them thinking of what to do. At this point, I want to ask a question. If you happen to be Mrs. Ade, what are you possibly going to do? And what is your advice to all the men out there leaving their home to go and carry the side chicks? And what is also your advice to all the side chicks out there? Please drop your advice in the comment section and I will see you next time with the part 2 of this story. Share this video for others to learn from this video and follow us on this page. You will learn a lot from our video. Thank you so much and God bless you. And don't forget, this is House of the Sons Global. See you next time. Thank you so much for being here with us in House of the Sons Global, watching our videos. My phone number is on the screen and I will love to hear from you. Please follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. And don't forget to share our videos with your friends, okay? And please, if you want to support House of the Sons Global financially, the account information is on the screen. Thank you so much and don't forget, this is House of the Sons Global.